What's up, Facebook? This is your girl, Constance Carter. And I want to talk to you today about relationships. I want to talk to you today about relationships. Um, Hold on, let me share this to can I share this to my other page right now? I can't share it to my other page? Okay, it's not sharing my other pages. Live Leap ain't working. In any case, I want to talk to you about relationships. Let's talk about it. So, Glenda and I were talking just about, relationships, people, things, life. We sitting here having a conversation, chopping it up about life. And I said, I'm going to go live on this because this is something that I think we all experience in one way or the other. And it's just about the grass, people thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. What's up, Roger? What's up, DB? What's up, Sharice? Sherry? We were just talking about, in life, oftentimes we will get into a situation. And this could be like a job. Could be a relationship. This could be friends. This could even be in real estate. Like this translates and relates on so many different levels. Because here's the thing. We could have a good thing. You could be great in your job. You can be you could be thinking that, or you could be living your best life. You could be doing the damn thing. And you suddenly have a conversation with somebody else. And you might think that an opportunity, you might think an opportunity is better. You can be in a relationship. You can be in love with your husband. You can be in love with your wife. But suddenly somebody has your attention. And now all of a sudden your spouse is not measuring up in the way that you think they should be. Or let's even talk about, hey, Sherry, let's even talk about, you thinking that, you want to qualify for a home. I'm just saying in so many different ways, you listening to other people being in your ear, and it changes the conversation or it changes something for you. So I've been with my husband for 27, 28 years. And, you have an ebb and flow with everything. You have ups and downs. You have, life is not perfect life. But we have good times and we have bad times. Of course, the only thing you're going to see on Facebook is the good times, because I'm not going to share the bad times with you. I ain't crazy. But we all have things that we go through just in relationships, in marriage, and or if you're dating or whatever. And our spouses, they may have things that we don't like about them. They may have little idiosyncrasies or things like that. And sometimes when somebody else gets our attention, right? So say you meet somebody, and here's how the devil works. Just tell you how the devil works. The devil will put everything you want or everything that you think you want right there before you. Right. So I love Boris Kojo. I think he is so fine. And so if I was open, to that, then I might get sent somebody who looks just like Boris Kojo, and he may represent everything that I think I want. And all the things that I think that my husband are lacking in, he might appear to have all of these great qualities. He may appear that he has his stuff together in certain ways and all of these things. And what ends up happening is the more Boris takes my attention, the less or the more molehills in my own situation become mountains. The bigger the issues that I have in my situation, things that I was able to tolerate, because we all have we all have problems. We all have problems in our marriage. We all have things we don't like about our spouse. We all have those things. But the issue is when somebody gets your attention outside of the marriage, then the things that we don't like about our spouse become huge. Right? The things that we were able to tolerate, listen, I don't like the way my husband snores. And now that he snores, I just can't stand it. He's like, it's just everything becomes a huge deal because somebody else has our attention, because we're looking and we're not thinking. And it's so crazy because the way that we're so blinded by situations, we really, 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 we don't see it. And oftentimes we won't see what's happening until we end up losing it. And I'll just talk from a personal experience. Like that happened and I look at my parents as an example, because that happened in when I was growing up with my parents. And so, one of them left the home for another situation. and regretted it immensely. So, and that's my measure. They thought that this other person was just everything that they always wanted and all this stuff. They just thought that this was it. This was the life. And then when you have to do life with somebody, things tend to change. It ain't just, we over here, we hook it up every now and then and we talking on the phone and we doing all this stuff. No, when you got to do life with somebody, the grass don't look as green as it did before. Because now all of the things that you thought were cool, they become little idiosyncrasies and things that you don't like about this person. And now you just left the things that you were used to or that you were able to tolerate, or the things that may have been small, you left those for somebody else's problems. And it may be bigger problems that you can't even tolerate. And I remember just, thinking back when, the spouse, the parent left the other person, and then they had to do life with this person. They was like, God damn, the hell did I do? Like, this person don't do this person don't do that. This person was doing all this other stuff, and now I'm with somebody else. They don't do half the stuff that this person does. They do this okay, but this is not even all that important anymore. And I didn't throw away a whole situation, a whole life for something that was temporary. And so I want to just encourage those who are even thinking about something like this. Like, if your situation is not ideal, because marriage, I've been married to my husband since I've been with my husband since I was 15. And we often talk about, when you're in a relationship, you often talk about going back to the place where when you were first married and you were first in love. And I'm like, but you know what? I was 20 and I don't even know, like, at 20 years old, I'm not the same person at 20 that I was at 30. I'm not the same person at 30 than I was at 40. I know that I love my husband. I know that I've made a commitment, right? And so my commitment is that I'm willing to do whatever I need to do in order to go through those hurdles, go over those obstacles, to work through those issues and those situations, and not look and say, you know what, I'm gonna throw you away because there's some things that you do that get on my nerves, and then I'm gonna go try this over here. Then when I get over there, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, what the hell did I do? Because I'm telling you, if you ain't got to do life with somebody full time, it's way different than when you got to do life with them for real, for real. You bring in a lifetime of issues, a lifetime of habits, a lifetime of a lot of things into a situation, and it ain't worth it. And a lot of times when you're in those situations, you're blinded because all you see is all the giggly things and all that other stuff. But you don't see that if you just paid more attention to what you have, your situation will be a lot better. So as married people, as single people, people in relationships, people, if you're looking, even a job, like I've even had agents who thought the grass was greener on the other side, left, ended up coming back because it wasn't, right? Because it looked really great over there, but when they got over there, they was like, shit, I don't get this, and I don't get the motivation, and I don't get no help, and I don't get this, and you know what I mean? So it might look like it's really, really great over here, but water your grass, take care of what you got at home, nurture what you have at home, and leave all the outside influences alone. And I promise you that what you have, if you made a commitment, because love is more than just a feeling. It is a feeling, like, I love my husband. I feel like I love him, but it's more of a commitment and an action. And if we start to realize, and we start to act in action, because I think that's much greater than a feeling. If we start to really take our commitments seriously, the way we should take them, and know that, look, listen, I was 21 when I made this commitment. I'm not the same person at 21 that I am at 43, but nevertheless, I made the commitment before God. And so I'm willing to do whatever I need to do in order to make it work. I just encourage you guys, water your grass, because it ain't greener on the other side. Don't look at other people's situation and thinking, or taking other people's advice, or hanging out with hanging out with people who don't respect your marriage. That's encouraging you to do the wrong things. That was so horrible. Edit, delete. Don't hang out with people who don't respect the sanctity of your marriage. that are encouraging you to do the wrong things. Surround yourself with people who are going to encourage you. Surround yourself with people who are going to edify you. And if you are your husband, your wife, if you're not on the same page, if you're not seeing eye to eye, get on your knees and start praying with them. Start praying for them. Do whatever you can, because I tell you, the type of karma that comes with seeking outside influences or thinking or whatever, the karma that comes with that, you don't want it. And I'm a living witness, not because of me, but just because of what I seen up close and personal. It ain't no fun. It's not any fun. And so people end up living their lives, miserable with regrets. And one of the things that I never want to do is be at the end of my life with I would have, I should have, or I could have done things differently. Make good decisions now, but lead with commitment, lead with your heart, and also lead with prayer. If your husband ain't measuring up, if your wife is not measuring up, pray for them and ask God to work on the both of you. Because I'm sure there's some things about you that ain't 100 as well. So, we both have to make sure that we're both changing, that we're both growing, and that we're both giving 100% effort. And then after you've done all you can, hey, Kim, hey, Monique, hey, Dana, then after you've done all you can, and you still, like you've put in the commitment, I gave 100%. I done everything that I could do, and it's just not working, then you can walk away with integrity. But if you're not giving 100% and somebody else has got your attention, that karma, and you end up leaving, that karma is a bad thing, and you don't want them. You don't want it. You don't want it from God. You don't want it from the universe. You don't want that. So I just want to encourage the people, if you're thinking about dabbling, if you're thinking about, looking out there and seeing what's going on and stuff like that. Look, I travel a lot, and it's so funny because I'm going to put you in a little secret. People think like, oh, you must have boyfriends out there when you be traveling. And I don't have no interest outside anywhere else with anybody else outside. And my husband is 100% not jealous of anything that I'm doing. So he's out there, he's at home. If I'm out there in the streets, if I'm out there traveling, he like, do your thing. I'm gonna hold it down here. So, you just got to make sure that you commit yourself to whoever you're with. And after you've done everything that you're supposed to do as a wife or as a husband, or even, with whatever situation that you're in, with your boyfriend, girlfriend, your job, whatever, if you put everything into that and it's still not working, then you can walk away with integrity. But I'm telling you, you can't walk away with integrity if you ain't handling your business. All right. What's up, Kim? Oh, Kim, you laughing at me because I said something that I wasn't supposed to say, huh? Latanya, Fionn, Sherry, Dana. Thank you guys. Viola, Ariane, thank you for joining me. I just be trying to keep it real. And I just want to talk about stuff that I be talking about because and just be real with you. Like my situation is not perfect. I don't have a perfect marriage, but I'm committed. And my husband is committed to making sure that we can ride this thing out until the wheels fall off. All right, guys, take care. God bless. Peace.